Thank you, David. The Republic of El Salvador is honored to participate in the pre-summit on sustainable food systems. We are very grateful to the organizers of the event, and we're grateful for the space granted in this session. As a member state of the United Nations, El Salvador has responded to the call made by the Secretary General to participate in this summit to address in an articulated and urgent manner the increase in hunger and malnutrition, and to guarantee the fulfillment of the SDGs of the 2030 Agenda. All this in a context of economic, social, and environmental challenges that we are facing as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. El Salvador is located in one of the most sensitive parts of the world when it comes to the effects of climate change. It is part of the dry corridor that runs through part of Central America. El Salvador is experiencing increasingly intense natural disasters as well as increased levels of drought. These phenomena affect the production, marketing, and access to food, which is why we wish to stress the relevance of the issue of food security for our country. We recognize the unique potential of promoting a holistic approach to sustainable food systems. This not only helps to eliminate hunger, food insecurity, malnutrition, and reduce rural poverty, but also it helps in reducing vulnerability in the face of the adverse effects of climate change. In preparation for the Food Systems Summit, our government, with the support of the United Nations system, has developed a broad and participatory process of consultation and debate through national, regional, and special dialogues in order to establish the country's position on the issue. In this context, 25 dialogues were held with the participation of government officials, civil society, representatives of the private sector, academia, cooperating partners, producers, as well as special groups such as children, youth, rural women, older adults, people with disabilities, and the indigenous population. This process contributes to laying down the foundations for building a new food and nutrition security policy agenda in the context of the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as addressing climate change at the same time. Based on the results of the dialogues, the country commitments and roadmap have been defined, which includes 4 priorities. The first of these is promoting sustainable consumption patterns and healthy environments, healthy surroundings to reduce malnutrition problems and cases of chronic non-communicable diseases. Secondly, promoting a more competitive, inclusive, and sustainable agriculture. Thirdly, mitigate the impact of climate events and other shocks on production and livelihoods. Fourthly, strengthen the policy and institutional framework in order to articulate actions at national and territorial levels. We, as a country in El Salvador, are working on strengthening the normative and institutional basis. We are currently defining mechanisms and structures that will follow up on these commitments. We are also, at the same time, establishing milestones for measuring their progress, including all actors, ensuring innovation in processes, articulated work, and a comprehensive approach. All of these aspects are fundamental principles in this roadmap. This is an opportunity to renew policies in the country and the way in which the issue of food for children, women, indigenous people, older adults, and people with disabilities is addressed. All national institutions have been called upon to join in the commitment to ensure that our food systems are sustainable for healthy diets. We are of the utmost conviction that the necessary interconnectedness of all countries and the relevance of global agreements in all tasks of social and economic development is to be put at the forefront of our efforts. The roadmap must also define a funding target and promote programs that benefit our peoples. We as a country join the global commitments that emanate from this summit, and we will take firm steps to support their fulfillment. Finally, we reiterate the importance of ensuring that the results of the Food Systems Summit are reflected in the COP26 conference and also the biodiversity and desertification conferences. It is essential to consolidate alliances and coalitions to strengthen cooperation mechanisms to develop and strengthen capacities for the fulfillment of the 2030 Agenda and the Paris Agreement. Thank you very much.